what is happening? Let's see if we can get this down here. There you go. It's a deck of cards. Okay? Deck came like this. I opened it up. I get a joker. See the way the point is up, the point is up, the point is moving, the point is moving. Is it moving down here? And this is always what's on top of you. See the way it spreads out, the spread and how it comes to a point. We're moving forward. So you have to open up. Look at that. The ace of spades. The world in its own, sitting there and spinning. You see what's inside? Take a look what's inside. Just look at the back, the black, the two eyes of the black. Is it the snake? Is it the mouth of the snake? Anyways, I'm not asking, just to show you the joker and the ace. What do you think comes first? 3 and 2 is first. The ace is last. The ace is last. Therefore, the king, okay, is the 12th card in the deck. The king is the 12th card in the deck, 1 and 2. You start with 2, you end up with 1 and 2. 122 times 3, 366 days in the year. So if you end up with 1, we're going to take this and show you the next one. We're going to have to take away 1. This used to be the 13th card. Now it's a 12th card. 1, 12 equals 3. 1, 3. This is the 11th card. 2. 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2. How do you get 1, 3, 2? 1, 3, 2, 132. 66 and 66, 33 and 33. There's also a combination of 132 divided by 4 equals to 33. 132 divided by 3 equals to 44. 33, 44 are the reverse side of a dice cube, 4 and 3. So we have 1, okay? But this is the 13th card. This equals 4. This is the 12th card. 3, 2, 1, 1, 9. 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 9. Jack. 4, 13, 12, 11, 10. This becomes 7 and 1 and 9 that come together. A and B, 1 and 2. The 1, the 9, and what's at the beginning of the table? The 2. 9 and 2 are your birth to come in your numbers. You only play with 3 to 8 inside the church. 3 to 8, 4 to 7, 5 and 6. 5 and 6 is the heart. E and F is letters. You do that 4 times. 2 and 9, 11, 2 and 9, 11, 2 and 9, 11 is 33, plus 11. We have to remember plus 11. So that's how the deck of cards works. So when you come counting these cards, we're going to actually just take away these cards, these 2 cards over here. And we're going to say the value of these 2 cards, 1, 1, and 9. And inside 9 is 1, the heart of. You put that one over it, you see? You put that one over it. The cards are the same. See the way they're the same, these cards? 8 disappear, these 2 go over it, just like in the cube. And you get 1 and 2 from the cube in this. 1 and 2. The greatest distance is 1 and 2, right? It takes 1 from one end to go right through the body and maybe right out your hole. So you're saying like this. We'll start at 3. And if we have to end at the king, okay, the king is the 12th card. 1 and 2 is 3. 3, 1, 2, the first part of pi that does not start that way. Next part about this video that I want to do, you know what? I think the last video uploaded and I might have not shut it properly. I want to talk about, now remind me, 7 months, 4 months, and 1 month. There's 7 months, okay, that have number 4 in it, 4 times. There's 4 months that have number 4 in it, 3 times. And there's 1 month that has number 4 in it, 3 times. 16, 12, 7 by 4, 16 times 7. 16 times 7 is 70 and 42 is 102. 12 times 4 is 16. And 1 times 3 is 3. The total is 16, 19, 1, 2, 1. 11 times 11. What is this? What is this? That's what it is. 7 months. You have to calculate 31. You have to calculate 22. You have to calculate 13 and 0, 4. 31, 41, 51, 52, 53, 63, 66, and 4. 66 and 0, 4 is 70. Becomes 76. Or 66 and 64. 66 and 64 equals to 130, becomes 136. This is counting 1 to 16 or 1 to 6. Counter of the light, the key. Because 1 and 1 come together inside 6. Your last number, and I don't really want to put up, but I'm going to tell you, your last number that we want to talk about is 12, the king. That's it, because after that you say 13, 14, 15, 16. And now that you have to stop because of the dice. 16 and 15 is 31 and 27. 10, 20, 30, 40, 47, 52, 58. You know how you can get 58? Add it up. 1, 10, 19, 28 equals 58. Okay, now what we're going to do with this is 13 and 16 is MP. 14 and 15 is the first part of pi. 14 and 15, 29. 14 and 15, 29. 3.14. 13, right? 3.1415. 92. 14 and 15 is 29. 6, 5. They say it all over here. Okay, now, in French, and I'd love to turn up that camera before it shuts off on me, right? Is it still going yet? But the camera's been shut in. But in French, they say 17, 18, and 19. 17, 18, and 19, they say 10 in French and then 7. Then they say 10 and 8 and then 10 and 9. So they go backwards, okay? They go 9, 8, 7. So when you're doing your piano work, you're stopping at 12, 1 and 2. So you're actually starting at 3, okay? And you're actually going to 6, C, D, E, F, and that's it. You're not going any further. But 6 touches 7, as 3 touches 2. So all you're going to really do is 4 and 5, and that's the number inside the sun. In French, they will say 17, 18, 19. And they don't say it once, but they also say, when they say 79, they say 60, which is 60. Then they say 17, 10 and 7, 10 and 8, 10 and 9. And they do it again when they get to 90. 97, 98, 99, they're going to go 80. First, they're going to say 80. Okay, no, they don't even say that. You know what they say in French? They say 420 in French. They say 4, 80, 420s. And after they say that, they say 10 and then the number. They go 420, 10, and the number. That's how they say 90-something in French. Even when they say 80, they're going to go 420 and the number. They say 90, they're going to go 420, 10, and the number. This is the ace cat, and then pick the number. And obviously the number is only going to be 5 and 4, because everything else is accountable. If you pick 9, you get 1. If you pick 8, you get 2. If you pick 7, you get 3. 7 and 3 is the first time it begins. That's your bar mitzvah. The difference between the bar mitzvah and the bat mitzvah. See this 395? This equals 285. Those are the center numbers that we count. 285 divided by 95 equals 3. 9 and 5 is everything. 285 is on the phone. And on the number pad, it's right here. This is everything, my friend. This is between the two sides. This is if you're down here, it doesn't matter. You're in the water, you're a fish, you're a bird. But here, you're in between the two sides. What does it mean? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. So I did the thing on 4. 7 months, 4 months, and 1 month equals 12. 7 times 4, 28, the cycle. Plus 7 and 4 equals to 39. 39, Einstein, Neptune, 1776, and a whole bunch of other things run through that cycle. But I'm not going to do it now. What is 7, 1, and 2? 86, 86, 172. This is your piano part. Why? Because there's your G, there's your A and B that creates your C. 1 and 2, the beginning and the end, the alpha, omega. That 3 goes with 7. Then you have 4, 5, and 6. Or if you really want, because you're creating everything through 1 and 2, and this is a gateway, you're going to have 4, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7. You don't need 3, because this is the 3. All that you have left is 4, 5, and 6. And 6 is a half-life. 5 hold on and retains to everything. Because 5 is the 4 corners and the center. And it's the heart that retains in 1 everything that's in 5. So you don't need 4. And 2 shows the 2 sides, so you don't need 6. So you don't need anything else but 7, 12. 7 times 2 is 14. That's a rounded dot, 21, 12. 7 months of 31 days, 217. 17 and 17. 3 17s equal to the moon. 3 18s equal to 54 equal to the sun. Excuse me, 3 17s is 51 Mars. 3 18s is 54 sun. And 3 19s 57 moon. GE moon, General Electric, making everything move. And it works like that with all the numbers. When you get to number 5, okay, 5, 14, 23. There are only 3 number 5s, okay, in a month. And in 12 months, okay, there's only 36 creation out of number 5. And the greatest thing about number 5, right, is when you have 34 days in a month in which you don't, you automatically go to the 3rd day of the next month that does not, that ends in the 30 days. The month that ends in 30 days is 3. The 31st day is the day 1 is 4. And the 32nd day, the doorway, is the 3rd day. Piano, center C. How many center Cs? There's 4 months that end in 30, right? So the first day of the month is 31. The second day of the month is 32, and that's the doorway. Second day of the month is the doorway. In every month that ends on 30 days, so there will be 4. Now, if it ended on 31 days, that would be 4, okay? That means the next day, the first of 7 months, the first day of 7 months will be the doorway. And the second day of 4 months will be the doorway. But in February, the 28th, then the 29th is the 1st, then the 30th is the 2nd, then the 31st is the 3rd, then the 32nd is the 4th. Every single March 4th, except for 1 year when it becomes March 3rd, DC, does that number end up on the 3rd and 4th day, right? 28, 29 is 2, 30, 31, 32. That's the 4th day of March and the 3rd day of March. If we go to number 6 and 7, where the gateway is, so every month that ends in a 7, you would have to take it to the 3rd day or the 4th day of the month. And you know the calculation. I'm going to try and do it again. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. There's a lot of numbers in there, my friend. There's a lot of numbers. And there's 4 suits in the deck, right? There's 4 suits in the deck. I just wanted to say one little thing I looked over today. An old finding. Beth, 52. Ham, 22. 74, Jesus. So when they said they found the star of Bethlehem, they have the same numerological count. We count from 2 to king, 13. What do we have in between? 11, 10. 10 plus 12, there's 10 numbers in between. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 10 numbers in between this, and this becomes the ace. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. What did I say? Yes, the last thing I want to mention was this. I took a look at these cards, and I looked at the back, DC. It says plastique, right? This looks like it says Pluto. IT in Pluto. And the more I look at it, it said Latino. Platino. So I'm starting to say, okay, who built this area, right? Thank you for watching.